Dota Dragon's Blood is the all-new pseudo-anime based on the popular Russian language tool Dota 2.
Стоит, блять, черт ёбаный, 400 хп, блять.
Join Mirana, Luna, Invoker, Terrorblade, and Dragon Knight post-symbiofication Ray, as well as exactly no one else from the game, as they journey to return the sacred flowers of Pseudo-Anime, while elves attempt to fuck everything up like always. The following historical retelling has been approved for historical accuracy by the Argyle Order of Pseudo-Anime. Our story starts with Mirana. Once a princess, she is now in exile for being the world's worst security guard and letting a single elf steal the Mayo lotuses because you can never trust an elf. She is now meeting with an elf in a bar to try and track down where they have gone because you can always trust an elf. He gives her a lead and then almost gets lynched for violating the town laws about being both an elf and alive. But before the townspeople can remedy this wrongdoing, Dragon White Knight steps in and saves him. Meanwhile, Terrorblade is getting uppity due to being the only character whose motivation does not revolve around the ketchup lilies, and takes out his anger by killing a dragon and eating its soul, and then possessing its body. This angers the red dragon, as he doesn't like having his friend's soul eaten. This also angers Dragon Knight, as he'd totally called dibs on killing that one, so teams up to kill him again. As thanks, the red dragon kills him and possesses his body. Mirana then finds him naked, having eaten some bandits at the side of the road, and seeing his new dragon junk, decides to take him with her. When they get to the next town, Dragon Knight agrees to 1v1 with some mook, and the girls follow up on the elf's lead. This gets them thrown into sexual slavery because the elf betrayed them, because you can never trust an elf. This is why, when conversing with elves, it is important to always keep a trained combat mute with you at all times. Dragon Knight realises that due to poor scheduling, he has booked 40 1v1s for the same time, in a time management failure almost as bad as double booking a Russian hunting party with a furry convention. Luckily, Dragon Knight shifts into his own persona and kills them. Ashamed everyone now knows his love for scaly dragon men, he must leave the town in shame. Meanwhile, after stealing the mustard tulips, the elf takes them to her polyamorous elf family, and decides the best thing to do is to follow some stuff she vaguely remembers from a children's story, and take them to Invoker. While Mirana fails a climbing skill check and falls off a cliff, they make it to him, and he promptly steals the HP source roses off them, because not even elves can trust an elf. He then promptly tells them to go get murdered by some hot white-haired chick. Hey, that's weirdly specific foreshadowing. I said get out! The elves, now without purpose, just have an orgy in a field and get murdered by Luna. Oh no, if only someone had warned us about this! Invoker watches the elves die in his new 8K Ultra 3D magic portal before saving one. Man, you straight up could have saved the other three, you just let them die, what an asshole. The party make it to the Dragon Knight's lair. The organisation, not the man. Where he confides in another knight, who knocks him out and ties him up. This is a furry order, we will not tolerate scalies in our midst. This causes Dragon Knight to shift, and so to fight him, he dons the armour of Ainz Al Ghul. Holy shit, this guy's cool, made a series about him. They escape via dragon, while Luna gets instructed to commit a war-based moment. Dragon Knight goes out of control and starts to attack Mirana, who escapes by jumping off a cliff. Really? That's the best plan you could come up with? Dragon Knight eventually becomes human again, and they limp over to Invoker's sick-ass tower. Long ago, there was an elf. He was said to be wise beyond himself, and thought he knew better. Better than don't stick your dick in crazy. So he fucked the moon goddess and had a daughter with her, and then kidnapped her away from her mother. She then contracted incurable magic space AIDS, and her mother, still ass-mad over it, let her die. Luna continues her rightful purge against the elves, ticking off as many war crimes along the way as she can. Willful killing? Check. Extorting prisoners? Check. Attacking civilians? Ooh, double check. Invoker makes a deal with the party that they can have the Worcestershire sauce chrysanthemums back, in exchange for making Luna stop using her orbital iron cannon to exterminate all the elves. The gang agrees, because you can always trust an elf. They're also forced to take the girl who originally stole them along for the ride for the purpose of being a plot device. He does give Dragon Knight some sweet new kicks though. This goes well as the elf immediately steals the Mayo Chop foxgloves, because you can never trust an elf. Eventually, they make it back, and a peace accord is within reach. They go to present the box, and it's a trap that explodes and blocks out the moon. But good to their word, the Knights of Pseudo-Anime agree to hold their peace and leave. The elves don't, and thus war breaks out again. And thus, my children, this is why, should you ever encounter the elven people on your travels, always remember, shoot first!